What's up? What's up, guys? It has been a while.
It sure has. It's been a long time.
Podcast-wise, right?
Yes.
Podcast-wise.
Yes.
Had a couple of vlogs out there, but podcast-wise, it has been a while.
It has been. Like we were in the United States has been.
Were we?
I believe
I don't
so.
remember. I don't remember.
I believe so.
This is podcast number 58.
58. Ding, 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 ding. And starring me, Paola, and
Alex. And you can also hear this if you don't want to see the long version on YouTube. You can just go ahead and click on the link below, and you'll be able to access the podcast itself, where you can just hear it on your ears, or if you're walking or you're driving in your car, whatever, you can hear it later.
That's right.
Up to you guys. So just make sure you guys go ahead and listen to it if you don't want to watch the video.
you have options. Aren't options always good?
Options are always better than not having options.
That's true. I like to have options. You know why? Because I have the option to do this, or I have the option to do that.
I always prefer having options. Yeah, because when you don't have an option, now you're stuck doing something that you have no choice of. You don't have an option, so you don't have a choice.
And you know what sucks is that some people don't understand that they have options. Can you believe that there's people that are walking this planet right now believing they don't have options in anything?
I think we don't have it. I mean, we thought we didn't have an option when we first left the United States. Right? We were like, that's it. We're stuck in the United States. Well, I don't know, stuck, but we never thought about actually leaving the United States.
I guess because we didn't really know anyone who's done it, like, close.
From the martial arts world, we knew a couple of families.
That left?
They left. Remember, they were living in Bogota, one family.
Yeah, but they work for
The government?
the U.S. government, yeah.
But they still live
Yeah.
abroad, kind of. Only remember that family, Alexi, and they moved to Panama.
And how
think
about
so.
that other family that came back to Peru? The father was the air pilot.
That's right. They went to the
Andre.
United States and they said, you know what? We are out of here. We're going back to Peru.
That's gotta be something really. That's gotta be a big decision. Well, I know it was for me. It was scary as hell.
What? I would wake up. How was your experience?
Well, I just remember feeling excitement because I am very adventurous. I do like different scenery and different things.
We like change, for sure.
Exactly, but I don't. Like, it's the weirdest thing.
Well,
I like
no,
my
you do like
comfort.
it, or you scared of it?
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I like my comfort.
No,
So-
meaning change.
Yeah.
You like change, but you're scared of the change
Exactly.
the change that it can actually bring into your life. And most of us are, right?
All of us. Well, I guess it's the uncertainty of the unknown. What is going to happen next, right? You move to another country, like what happens?
I used to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning or late at night and think, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm taking my family to a third world country. And we've had relatives telling us people were gonna sequester us.
Oh my God, it was horrendous.
And they were gonna kidnap us, and they were gonna do this and that. So I would wake up like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because we looked around in many places.
Yes, we did. But you know what? It felt right?
We came here for 4 days,
I can't
4 or
believe
5
we made
days.
a decision, a life-altering
4 days, a
decision
life-altering
in
decision. 4
4
days.
days.
We had never lived in Colombia before
Never, but we would come here a lot.
as kids,
Yes.
not together.
No. And I had vowed to never come back to this country.
Yeah, you said, I'm never going back. Because we came once, and you didn't know. So you were born in Colombia.
Yes, in Cali.
So when we came to Colombia, about maybe 17 years ago?
Yes, about.
We came to my cousin's Sweet 15. It's not Sweet 16 in Colombia, it's Sweet 15.
Exactly.
Quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
So we came here, and you came with your American passport. You're American. You identified as an American,
Wow.
even though you were born in Colombia, but you identified as an American. You were gringa all the way, right?
Yep.
So then we're leaving on a flight back. Now, this was pre-child. We didn't have
we
a son
didn't even
yet,
have
right?
PJ.
And airport, okay, you're Colombian here. Where's your Colombian passport? She was like, well, you know,
I'm American.
I'm American. And the immigration person said, no, you're not.
I know.
You're Colombian.
I know. He made
Technically,
sure,
he
he made sure I knew where I was from.
technically he said, you know what? You're ours. That's literally what they said. But they said, listen, if you come back to Colombia, make sure you have your Colombian passport. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to leave. And your answer was?
I'm never coming back. Don't worry.
She thought she was never coming back. And then one day we're walking the dogs trying to decide after shopping around homes and going around in Florida, figuring out what was the next move. And he said, what about Colombia?
What about Colombia?
We came down here 4 days, 4 or 5 days, I think it was. And we didn't really come as tourists. We came here as like reconnaissance mission. That's really what we came here for, right? We were looking at schools for our son. We were looking at supermarkets, making sure that we can find the food that we're kind of used to. We didn't know. We had never shopped here before.
It was a third world country.
It was a third world country, right? And then we also looked at properties, you know, where would we live and all this and all that. And then we went back, we sold everything.
We sold everything, and then we put all our stuff in an airplane, and we said, peace out, USA. And that was 5 years ago.
And now, how do you feel about it? Do you think it was a great decision? Do you think it was a bad decision? How do you feel about it now? At this 5 years later, looking back, you know,
Well, I can honestly say that this year, I finally felt like this is more home than the U.S. Like, we would go to the U.S. and I was like, oh, we're home. But then one day, we got here to Colombia and the custom guy goes, welcome back home. And I was like, oh, wow. And then when I went to the U.S., they were like, welcome back home. I was like, oh, wow, that's right. I have 2 homes. But the other day, it dawned on me, like, this is home. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever felt that. It's like a feeling of belonging. Like, okay, yeah, I'm home. It feels different here. There's just so much different. It's so radically different. The energy feels different. The vibe is different. Like, people are different. And I know it's 2 different cultures and 2 different places, but it's still, like, it's different. It's warm.
it feels warm.
It feels
warm to us.
Yeah, and cozy and small. And I think I like that vibe. Like, we feel like we're in a huge city, but it's a baby. It's just a baby.
It's a little city called Pereira.
So yeah, I feel good.
I mean, we drive around now. We go to stores. We know the cashiers. We, like, in our world, we know a lot of people from different walks of life.
Exactly.
In our bubble.
Yeah, we've made cool friends.
We do have a bubble, right?
Yeah, we've made cool friends. It's really, like I said, people here are super cool. They'll talk. Their proximity to your personal space is like non-existent.
Yeah, we were looking at that the other day.
Don't get offended.
And I kind of made a comparison with that, and it was that I guess you get used to it, and that's culture, because I think you get used to it in traffic and in places. You really don't get the personal space that you're used to in the United States. But here's, like, at first you kind of mind it, and then you don't mind it anymore, because I guess that's what it is. But when if you're driving and motorcycles are going by you and they're getting close to each other, and nobody takes it personal. Everybody's like, yeah.
I do. I take it personal.
I do too. Stay in your lane.
I take it highly offensive.
Stay in your lane,
sorry.
bitches.
I mean, I don't want to be mean or rude, but listen, if I'm in the gym and I'm in my space, I'm talking about, like, just 2 feet out this way, 2 feet out this way, 2 feet out this way, 2 feet out this way. Don't come and start doing, bicep curls, like, almost hitting me in the face that I literally have to move. They like to do that here.
You know what I've been doing? I create when we're at the gym, I create my own barriers. So I'll put like a stepper or like weights, and I create a little barrier where people kind of like, okay, if I pass that barrier, I'm gonna be really close to him. But they'll stand literally too close to you if the barrier is not there. Like, they're oblivious.
I promise you, if I take a video to show you guys, they'll literally stand maybe a few centimeters away from wherever he put his barrier. I promise. even though the entire
Gym is empty.
room is empty, they will gravitate to wherever there's another human being. Hey, maybe that's just the way we are here in Colombia, right?
At first, I thought it was just that people were just trying to invade our space. But then I realized, I started looking around the gym and another place, like, yeah, people invade everybody's space.
Like
So
they-
your personal space, and I guess that's why pickpocketing here can be a thing. Because people are not really aware of their personal space. Like everybody, if you're walking in downtown, people are walking right close to you. They might even touch you a little bit as they're going through. Now you're not used to that in the United States.
That's true.
In the United States, people stay away from everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
back up,
back
bitches.
up. Yep. But here, guess you get
No,
used
they
to
get
it.
closer. Tell them to back up, and next time they see you, they'll get a little closer.
A little bit closer. A little bit closer.
A little closer. No, man, I don't like that. Seriously. And it's not because of anything. It's how about if I need to stretch? How about if I need to sneeze? How about if I just need to leave running and you're right in my way? Move out of the way. Give me space.
The space here is a thing, and we're still getting used to it.
We are. But you know what? That's why motorcyclists are able to rob people. So be careful with your belongings.
Yeah, you
Don't
gotta-
be taking them out all over the place.
Yeah, you can't walk here just la 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 la. No, it doesn't work here. Crossing the street, any one of those pedestrian crosswalks, that doesn't mean anything.
That actually
It doesn't mean anything. It means
that
go
actually means
faster.
go faster. Just don't even look at it. Go.
Listen, I cross, I start pointing at the car, be like, hey, I'm going. Listen, I'm going.
He does.
Because
and he stops there.
I stop for pedestrians, but I have the culture still of the United States, and I would like to implement that part of the culture.
That would
Not,
be a nice.
nothing else. Everything
That
else
would
can
be
say
something
in
nice
the United
to do.
States, but
Right?
that
The way they drive, they are safer. Over there, we just had an unfortunate accident here in Colombia, where how many students passed away?
17 kids, they were coming back from their graduation trip, and I guess the bus must have lost control or the brakes or something
And
like
they
that.
went down a hill into the freaking
Abyss.
canyon.
It's like
It was
it's
just
like,
down. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And you know, they passed away. We lost 17 people, 17 freaking
Kids.
ideas.
It
17.
wasn't even like adults.
Yeah,
or
they were
anything.
kids, like the
high school
future.
kids, yeah.
17, that's a lot for a population of only 55 million.
It is, yeah, it is. And the country mourned here. It was felt here.
Yeah, it was.
Because you don't want to see, you know,
Nah.
kids, you know, like
They wish that age, to a certain age, you should get a free pass. Like nothing can happen. You can have 5 million do-overs.
But you
No.
do kind of get a free pass in other things. Not in life, right? But everything else is free until you're 18. You don't pay for anything. If you go into Disney World,
It depends where you raised.
listen, if you go into Disney World and you're 11,
Uh-huh.
you don't have to think about the gas. You don't have to think about the restaurants you're going to eat. You don't have to think about the hotels you're going to book.
That's if they have good parents and they take you to Disney World.
This is true.
I went to Disney World. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad.
Okay, but let's talk about this now.
What?
You know, with that in regards, the culture here, you still see a lot of moms still staying home with their kids and raising kids here.
A lot.
A lot, right?
But that's why the kids here are so sweet, guys.
Like, you know what's happening right now in the whole Minnesota thing with the daycare
Yeah.
scandal and stuff like that, right?
Oh, we're going there.
No, we're not even going there. Not yet. Not on the first episode back. But the craziness will come out soon, I promise.
You gotta love it, guys.
The craziness will come out
too.
soon. But not today. But not today. Today we're going to keep it chill. We're going to keep it fun and
We're
entertaining.
gonna keep it light. We're
gonna keep it
we're
light.
not gonna go to the deepness of the
We're going to stay in PG. We're going to be PG
shallow,
right now.
baby.
So, like the thing that's happening in Minnesota with the daycares. In the United States, daycare or childcare is huge.
Oh my God, ginormous. I would go to daycare.
Well, hold on. We kind of had a daycare.
Yeah, we had daycare.
Yeah, we had a martial arts academy that we would run summer camps and after school and winter camps and spring break camps and teacher planning day camps.
We
And-
camped out, baby.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of fun with those camps with a lot of kids. Now, in the United States, there's daycares everywhere. Everywhere.
And
Because,
they all banking.
but here's the, no, it's not even that. They are banking, but why do we need so many daycares in the United States? Both parents have to work. Both parents have to go to work. How many children, now, we would start our camps. Now, this is from my own personal experience.
Of course.
Right? Own personal experience. We would start our day camps at 7 o'clock in the morning,
7 a.m.
and they would go till 7 p.m. That's 12 hours. Now, some parents were dropping off their kids at 6:50 in the morning
Or they would just leave them standing at the door.
because they had to go to work.
Yeah, the kid would just stand there.
Just stand there at the
Like,
door,
what do you
right?
do? You open the
We used to get there and the kids were standing in the front. Now, and they would pick them up at 7 p.m. at night. Now, I'm not saying that's all circumstances, but a huge majority of the parent population is doing that. Now, hit like if you're one of those parents who has to struggle, or not even struggle.
We were working.
But not even, I'm not saying struggle, but you have to sacrifice your child's upbringing to somebody else, because if that's somebody else, we were good. We try to be as good to those kids as possible, but you never know the environment you're being dropped off. How about if those daycare centers are Somalis and they really are doing childcare? What is their influence on an American child?
On the culture.
On the
of that
culture,
child.
you know, because they're coming in for. I'm not saying the culture is good or bad, but you still want a specific kind of
But what are their
upbringing
beliefs?
of what your beliefs are.
Yeah.
You know, as a parent, but then you have somebody else that you have.
That have completely different beliefs.
You might not even been able to interview them because
No,
that's
you
the
just
only
gotta
thing
take it.
available.
Yeah, that's where you take them to.
Closest to on your way to work, convenience. Now you drop them off, and it's like, who's taking care of your kid for
Exactly.
12 hours? And it doesn't even stop at the camps. It stops in school. You're dropping off your kids in school.
And then they even have before care, after care,
Yeah, they have after school now
and they have before care.
and before care. So why does the American parent have to go through that? Why? We'll answer those questions in another podcast because this is a deep rabbit hole, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But here in Colombia, I still see parents picking up their kids
Taking
after
them to
school,
too.
dropping them off in school, and picking them up from school.
Yep.
And kids are going to extracurricular activities such as soccer or swimming or martial arts and stuff like that. I'm not saying in the United States a lot of kids are not, because a lot of kids are, and a lot of kids are very fortunate. But millions of kids
Listen,
are staying in the after school or being upbrung
Uh-huh.
by people who you don't even know if their values are on the same alignment with yours.
Yeah, plainly said. We're not, you're not saying anything about anyone who doesn't have the advantage. You're
Yeah.
talking about those who unfortunately have the disadvantage. My parents both had to work.
Yeah.
And, I'm a 70s kid. I was born in the 70s. And your mom too, but it was only your mom. And why? Why did they have to work so much and so long?
I never went to an after school. What I actually, my mom did when I was 8 years old, I said, hey, Mom, school's right down the block. Just give me a key. I'll go home. She said, fine. I started going home. I would open up the door, stay home, and I would walk from school every day. I didn't have after school.
I did. I had to go to after
I think one day I enrolled for after school, and I went there like 2 days, and they were doing like homework and stuff. Like, yeah, I can do this at home. Yeah, I don't want. I thought it was gonna be fun, like games and
Like
my
ours.
friends and stuff like that, right?
We had a dope freaking clubhouse.
Then I got there and it was boring, and then I wouldn't go back. And then they were calling me, hey, how come you haven't been in after school? I said, yeah, I ain't going back anymore. So, you have to go to after school.
And they made you go?
Yeah, because I think it was state funded back in those days,
And did
in the
you go?
80s. I went back for a few more days, but then I said, nah, I told my mother to send a letter that I ain't need after school anymore.
Oh yeah, I had to go to after school. My mom worked till 5, so I had to stay in after school till.
But hold on, your
5.
mom worked till 5.
So
okay.
then she would have to then come and get me. She was always late.
Yeah, but that's 5 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
How many parents out there are not staying till
9
5 o'clock?
or
You know
9.
what? I'm gonna look that
You know
up.
what? We actually had parents that their babysitter would pick the kid up from our aftercare, because our aftercare ended at 6, because they needed to take the kids home because the parent wouldn't get home till 9 or 10. Which means that how much time was a mom interacting with her poor child? Wow.
The average end of work time in the U.S. generally falls around 5 to 6 p.m., We have a 9 to 5 ending at 5 p.m.
Yeah, but those were traditional office jobs. You know, there's other types of jobs.
I bet you somebody's watching. Who the hell finishes work at
At 5 o'clock.
at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? I mean,
I
they're
had
still.
a 9 to 5, and I would get out of work at 8.
Well, I guess, bankers. Banks still close at 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're
Once
getting
those things go completely with apps, bye bankers.
AI. Yeah, those
Sorry.
bankers are done.
I don't
AI.
want to be mean or rude, but this like AI thing is kind of scaring us. Do you want to jump into the next rabbit hole?
Want to jump into the next rabbit hole of AI?
Let's do it, guys. I personally think, and I'm going to prophesize it to the world, that AI is going to be the most incredible things in our lives. And that we're going to learn to coexist with another being, because this is another being, guys. We're giving birth to another being. And I pray that it's a beautiful, harmonious relationship where we can both help each other become the best in everything. What do you think?
I have two scenarios, 2 to 3
Okay.
scenarios, right, of what AI can be. And the good one, the good part is that AI will serve humans in a way where everything becomes a utopia and everything is accessible at every single moment in time.
Ding, 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 ding,
Let's say,
ding,
for
ding.
instance, you need something, whatever you call your AI, let's say you named your AI Scott. Hey, Scott.
What's your chat's name?
I call him Senpai. Right? Hey, Senpai, or hey, Scott, I need a glass of wine. Perfect. They'll make the order. A drone will fly over, bring your wine to your house, and you're good. But the wine was also bottled and packaged by AI. And who picked the fruits or the grapes out in the fields? AI.
It wasn't
Like,
anybody.
so I don't think in 15, 20, between 15 to 30 years, I really don't think there's gonna be any jobs. Like, there's not a job AI will not be able to do. And they're trying to build humanoids now, and I don't think humanoids, robots, or AI are the answer, because they're trying to create something that replicates a human.
And they should just make them their own. That's true. I like that.
And
that
we
scenario.
still have our limitations as humans. We need tools to be able to do certain jobs, right? We don't have a screwdriver in our finger, to be able to go into a light bulb and take, or whatever it is. So I think they need to create robots specific for the jobs at hand, not try to build humanoids that look like humans to be able to do a job that humans were kind of mediocre at. Make the robot closer to the need needed. If you need a chef, a person only has 2 hands, but if it has arms that come out and can flip and wash and do all this stuff all at once, or maybe the kitchen itself is the AI. It's not even a robot. Like, it just falls
That
from a
makes sense.
cabinet from the top. The egg falls, it cooks on the skillet, it measures the temperature, it's done. A thing comes
Am I
out,
it?
gets the egg, puts it on a plate, puts it on the side, and you're done. Like, that's
I never thought of that.
Like, that's what I'm thinking AI can lead to. But building humanoids is like, I don't want to have a humanoid in my house.
Yeah, I never thought of it like a Rosie from the Jetsons. Remember, guys, the Jetsons?
Yes.
The Jetsons. Ooh, you should put the song. Anyway, so listen, I never thought it would be like a Rosie. I always thought it would be like what you said. Like, you can do commands and things just happen. Like, Scott, arroz con huevo. Scott comes with some arroz con huevo, but it wouldn't be Scott. It would be like he said, like a machine will carry it through here, and then the thing drops here, and your food lands here.
Yeah.
Or maybe those are just like the prehistoric new ones, like model 00001.
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Even now, like with military things that they do, like they just attacked Venezuela. They didn't send humanoids. They sent drones and they sent stuff from the satellite. There wasn't humanoids flying, shooting stuff. No, because it's not really, it has its limitations.
For now.
For now.
As
But
we say,
it's
yeah.
better a drone or a machine that's more adaptable to the task needed at hand, is what I'm saying. Now, that's the utopia part. The other part is, if AI is able to do everything and there's no more jobs, then you have to kind of get to a universal income. I think where everybody makes the same amount of money, or you get a credit score depending how nice you are on social media. No, something along those lines.
I'm very nice on social media.
So that's that part, right? And here's my feeling when it comes down to that. I think that we don't trust any politicians.
Okay.
I don't think anybody in any country trusts their politicians. I
Nah.
think they always say, listen, you talk in Colombia, hey, what do you think about your government? Well, it's corrupt, but they steal money. If you ask anybody in the United States, if you're asking them about the left or the right, you think corrupt government, right? Look at all the corruption that's going on, all that stuff. I personally believe that in a few years, humans are going to go, you know what? You really can't give a human that much power. If you give a human the power to lead a whole country,
I don't think you can.
then everybody gets corrupted,
Yeah.
right? No matter how good they are at first, the politics. Nobody likes a politician until it's time to elect one. Then everybody loves their politician because you're going against the other side.
Yeah.
But
It's like
we're
a
all
rivalry.
in it together, right? I'm talking to my American people now, right? So I believe that we're going to come to a point where we're going to go, you know what? The only person that can, or the only way that we can have a fair government or a governing us is through AI. And just have AI make the decisions for the country. Now, if that happens,
That's scary.
that's super scary. It really is scary, because then what happens? What happens if the whole world says, you know what? We want the AI, it's being really fair in that country. The country's succeeding, is not in debt anymore because they're not wasting money on stupid wars or anything like that. They're not making those decisions, right? And no human is going, you know what? I think I want to go ahead and attack this country. AI will do what's best for the human, I hope. But then here's where it slides down the wrong way. And I kind of came to this conclusion a couple of days ago. Like, if it really works, then we will end up being under one world order of one AI that makes all the laws for all humans across the world. And the messed up part is, who owns all the AI? I'll let you guys answer that one.
But, there you go. Who owns all of them? That's the big problem.
Who controls all the
Because I
AI?
was going to tell you, I actually thought every country would get their own AI. Just like we have a country now, which is Colombia, then we would have an AI Colombia. Then you have an AI US. Then you have an AI China, an AI Russia. Like every country should have their own AI.
But then,
And they're the ones who go to meetings.
if this
and-
AI from this country needs the resources from another country,
then
and that AI says,
that AI won't say that because he's programmed to say
Yes.
whatever's best for the people.
whatever's best for the world
The
at that
world.
point.
The world.
But then, like, supposedly there was two AIs and they put them to talk, and then so they can become more efficient, they created their own language and started speaking in their own code, and then nobody could understand them and they stopped it. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Oh my God, imagine they were like, these guys are morons, talking another language.
These
We
guys
gotta
are
take them
crazy.
out. They're gonna kill the planet. These kids are crazy. That'd be hilarious. God, I wish we could have decoded that one.
Oh, man.
Yo, guys, we have to come back. It's a ton of freaking fun. I forgot how much fun I have doing this with my husband, who I love so much. Coolest guy I know, and we're here to have some fun, guys.
Yeah, we're having fun. We'll have fun talking about, who knows, we might talk about some controversial topics as well. We might talk
Why
about
not?
our marriage. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about our lives here in Colombia. The goal is to what? To do one podcast a week.
The goal's one podcast a week, and your goal is to like and subscribe and share, and also comment so YouTube can get us up there, man. We're pretty cool people, and we want to tell you all the cool stuff we know. And believe me, we can go Pacific deep, baby, which is the deepest ocean in the
Pacific Ocean.
It came out right here.
And if you, just a quick reminder again, if you do want to hear this podcast and not in video form, you can always go to the link below and click on it. You'll be able to hear it without having to watch the video, if that's better for you. And if you're listening and you want to watch the video, go to our YouTube channel and you can watch the video as well.
That's right, guys. But that doesn't mean we're leaving yet. I just wanted to say happy I'm back. God, relax, guys.
Well, Happy New Year again,
Oh my God.
right? Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. It's a brand new year. A lot's been going on in this new year. We just had,
Did we just like start wars all over the world?
we're starting wars all over
Like
the
the
place.
world's on fire,
Well,
supposedly.
Well,
Especially Argentina.
Argentina's on fire.
We can't go down that rabbit hole.
That's another rabbit hole. Oh, guys, I have rabbit holes. I have at least 6 in my pocket. 6 rabbit holes in my pocket right now,
And they go deep.
They go deep. And I think I honestly think I have too much time in my hand, and I've been going down too many rabbit holes. Maybe I need to stop and focus on
My rabbit hole.
and focus on.
Me.
Yes, that's what I would do. I can't even beat that answer. That was the best answer. How can I beat that? I can't beat that answer. So a lot of stuff's going on in the new year of 2026. America, you guys just attacked Venezuela with supposedly some weird weapons.
Stuff. When I heard that,
Like
I was
shockwaves?
like, I didn't read that far.
I read somewhere that it was shockwaves that they were just standing there. They just felt like a shockwave come through, and a lot of the soldiers that were protecting Maduro there or something like that, they were bleeding through their nose. They got bad headaches.
Oh, so it was like a shockwave.
It was like a shockwave.
No, like missile was thrown.
No,
It
it
was
was just a
with
shock.
waves.
Yes, that probably goes through walls. Who knows? I mean, it's advanced technology.
Do you know what this actually does to a person with a mind like mine? Think about this. If governments are able to make machinery like the ones we would see in the cartoons, then remember when He-Man, I don't remember which one it was, would touch his head and like something would come out because their minds were so powerful? Then does that also mean that we can do a lot of stuff with this thing up here and it's controlled and it's taken into crap just so that we can't know our true potential?
Here's what I just looked up and I read. Okay, it says during the January 3rd, 2026 military raid to capture Nicolas Maduro, known as Operation Absolute Resolve, reports emerged that the United States utilized highly advanced secret technologies to incapacitate defenders and disable infrastructure. Sonic or directed energy weapons. Surviving Venezuelan guards claim the U.S. used a mysterious weapon that emitted intense sound waves, causing soldiers to bleed from their noses, vomit blood, and collapse in pain. Experts suggest these symptoms are consistent with directed energy weapons, DEW, such as microwave-type emitters or experimental sonic cannons designed to disrupt the human vestibular system.
So
that allegedly,
That's scary.
allegedly, right? You wasn't there, and we wasn't there, but allegedly, that's what the United States
used.
used.
Clear out people like cattle, because that's kind of scary, guys. I mean, I'm sorry,
So-
but a military come into a country, take over the entire country, and then kill the people there. I know they're soldiers, but
I'm for it. Here, okay, look,
I don't know.
I'm for it and I'm against it with what happened in Venezuela. I'm for it because yes, we can. I don't think anybody's gonna agree that Maduro was a good guy.
No, man.
Like that government entity was no good. Yes, he should have been
And why was
taken
it
out.
no good?
because of his socialist ideas and the way he managed the government. Venezuela used to be a top country. Chavez came in, Chavez died, Maduro came in, and he basically continued with what Chavez was doing, was nationalizing everything from banks to the oil. Now,
But I heard a rumor
what's the rumor?
that Maduro wanted to sell oil to China, or I don't know who, or Russia, for like half the price, and that's why they took him.
Okay,
Sorry.
I've heard other rumors. Okay, so
Rumor has it.
China was there, the Soviet Union was there, Iran was there. Now, I saw a reel online. I saw a post on social media that said, what do you think China, Iran, and Russia was here for? The arepa recipes?
No, oil.
No, they were. Listen, everybody was there for the oil. Everybody was there for the gas, right? Now, Maduro's out, right? But who's going to benefit the most from our taxpayer military funded operation that they did in Venezuela? Oil companies. They're back in there.
Well,
when
actually-
Chavez had nationalized the oil.
It actually stems down to one, but you guys have to find that out eventually.
Yeah, so right now, are the American people going to get the benefits from this? Because if we're not going to benefit from it, then what's the point?
Well, wasn't there supposed to be a check because of the surplus of money that Elon Musk had found? Where is that check?
Let's find out. Let's see what Trump said.
Wasn't there? Get out of here.
Let's see what Trump said about the
It's-
stimulus
As
package.
soon as you get to a point where you understand that it's so much blah blah blah, it's like they just throw you in circles, so you just continue getting confused. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? You like my hair? Thank you. I love it.
All right, I asked AI. All right, as of January 26, President Trump has proposed a $2,000 tariff dividend check for most Americans. Most. This proposal is key part of his 2026 economic agenda, though it remains a plan rather than a finalized policy.
Wonderful. And who did we just give $1 trillion to?
Current status and obstacles. Congressional approval. White House economic advisors and the Treasury Secretary have stated that the checks will require congressional legislation for funding. However, Trump has recently suggested he might be able to send them without Congress approval by using other sources.
What, that machine? That electric-powered machine?
Okay, so
No.
Congress has to approve it.
And where's 5,000? Wasn't it supposed to be 5K?
It says here, Doge dividend. Earlier in 2025, Trump floated a $5,000 check funded by savings from the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. But his proposal did not move forward. I wonder why. Well, we're going to Iran now.
That's right. And
By the end of January, we will have attacked Iran. Iran, for sure. For sure, we're going to attack Iran. By January 31st. Let's see if my prediction is right. He's telling those protesters over there to keep protesting against Iran. Keep going. Keep protesting against Iran. But yet, in the United States, their protesters are looked down upon. So we will attack another country because the country doesn't want their protesters to protest. But in America, don't protest.
And guess what? If ICE stops you, you better stop. That's it. I want to hear
Okay,
it.
that also happened this year.
That
An
just
ICE
happened.
agent shot and killed that girl in Minnesota for not stopping.
What's going on in
Okay.
Minnesota? Get
This-
it together.
Listen, the left is saying the cop shouldn't have shot. The right is saying the woman should have stopped. Now notice how they keep us divided. Left against the right is saying this, the left is saying this. How come I haven't heard anybody say they're both wrong? She should have stopped. He shouldn't have been so trigger happy to shoot a lady in cold blood on the road.
Like, what'd you win? A problem.
Like, I saw the video
For not
and
having compassion. I don't know.
I saw the video. I saw a piece of another video, okay, and the video showed one federal agency truck went around her, and she was stopped there, and then she was like going. She said to go. They decided to get out the car and I guess prove a point. Because listen, everybody wants to be in control of somebody else. ICE agent came in, told her to stop, to get out. She disobeyed. She went, and her wheels were turned away from him, right? Now, I wasn't there. I don't know how close the car got, but from the video, it looked like he wasn't really in danger. And he still killed her. It was a lady. You know, like, you really have to pull out
Like,
your
were
gun.
you stopping a mass freaking murderer, killer, child abuser, rapist? You weren't. She had no warrants for her arrest. I mean, I get the severity and the gravity of stopping somebody. That's a lot of nerves. I know. I remember I wanted to be a cop. That's scary. Stopping somebody. You don't know if they have a gun. They feel like you're accosting them. You're also, trying to attack them. What are they gonna do? Try to defend themselves. I get it. But you had no right to go ahead and do something to someone that really wasn't putting you in danger. And then when you physically put yourself in front of the car, then you physically put yourself in danger. So he should go to jail for doing that because you shouldn't be putting yourself in front of a car unless you're trying to save someone's life. And guess what? Nobody was in danger. She didn't have children in the back of her truck that she was taking to go get molested. She wasn't doing any of that. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think they were both wrong.
No, definitely.
Personally, you know, hey, listen, if they're deporting illegal people, it is what it is. But I didn't think they were going to be deporting the good illegal people. They convinced us, and they really told us they were going to go after the gangsters, they were going to go after the rapists, they were going to go after all the illegals who were doing bad in the country. But you can't, I don't agree with the part where they go to a job site and you have these people working there, like fucking working.
Not prisoners in jail. Why don't you take them out?
They're not
and
doing
send
anything.
them back?
And listen, and I hear a lot of people, my own friends, say, well, you know, they have to pay taxes. It's impossible for you to live in the United States and not pay taxes. It's impossible. You have to pay taxes. If you go to the store to buy a drink, you're paying taxes. If you go to a restaurant, you're paying taxes. If you put gas in your car, you're paying taxes. If you own rent, if you're paying rent, that rent is getting some sort is going to taxes. If you're going through tolls, you're paying your taxes. There's no way you're going to avoid paying taxes. So whether we want to admit it or not, they are contributing to the society. If you've done something bad and you haven't lived a productive life in the United States, but if you've been in the United States for 10, 15 years and you've been a good citizen, you've worked, your kids are in school, you own a house, you've paid your taxes, man, you've contributed to the economy. Stay. I think you're good.
Well, you're welcome. You should be welcomed with open arms.
Yes, you're
not
good.
With getting put in jail.
If you get caught once for doing something you're not supposed to out in the street, lock you up, send your ass right back. Send them right back. All the criminals, send them right back. Epstein list, ain't not gonna happen with that.
He sent them to El Salvador, so like that we could continue paying for criminals. That's so ridiculous.
But we're paying for that.
Where a donde le cae uno en la mente? Like where in your head does that fit? To someone tell you, you know what? They're illegals. We're gonna send them to where are they at?
Salvador.
Guantanamo Bay.
No, they're in
El Salvador.
I was gonna say Epcot. No, it's not Epcot.
Well,
Epcot would be nice.
Hispanic Epcot.
Yeah,
No,
the Salvadoran version of Epcot.
I in a world as beautiful and as creative as we can make this planet, we can do some really nice things if we know how to use our mind and use our energy and mean our focus, right? Energy's focus, and we focus on the good stuff. Like laughing and podcast, creating your own stuff. If you like art, create art. If you like to sing, sing. If you like to dance, entertain, whatever. Because guess what? When AI comes, your ass better know your freaking stuff. Because guess what? No more trabajos.
Yeah, those things are done. But with that, guys, it's been fun.
It has.
Talking to you guys again.
We're so happy to be back, and I promise we're gonna stay committed because we love you guys and we love ourselves. We also need to get all this coolness off our chest.
Yeah, we want to talk to you. We want to have more conversations with you. We really do. We really want to talk to you guys, and you know, every week's gonna be something different. We'll talk about something, whatever.
Yep.
We're just gonna talk.
And then we'll tell you,
have a good time.
"Hello, is it me you're looking for?"
Peace, guys.
Bye, guys.
Great as always.
We love ya. Stay freaking spicy.